So yesterday started from Huizhi and I was planning to ride to Balansol, which is famous for its lavender field. And in the morning I went to the bike shop. It has cost me 135 euros, but the guy changed the hanger, changed the rear derailleur and also the train because apparently the train was way too short, and also that's the reason why the accident happened. After everything's changed and I stepped on the bike, oh, it felt like a completely brand new bike. So then I started riding, and on that day it was a lot of climbing, 1,500 meters in a span of 100 kilometers. After I've done that and checking it on Strava, it just felt like a normal ride that anyone can do. But for me, it felt like one of the most epic rides I have ever done. First, it was yesterday after getting out of the hotel, I started to realize that all the tiredness has caught up. Even before going down the stairs, just walking down the hallway for like 10 steps, I felt my legs are way heavier than before. And secondly, since I have way more luggage than the other time, with 4 liters of water basically all the time, so it was too heavy to climb. And I'm also a much heavier rider right now compared to a year ago. So anyway, that's just a lot of climbing and climbing, and what worries me is the hot feet issue is getting worse and worse. So yesterday I have to take the same amount of time to rest compared to the riding time in order to let my feet feel a little bit okay instead of like there's a needle sticking into my feet. And so in the evening, just shortly before sunset, I arrived at Balansol. I mean, okay, it's still 5-6 kilometers away from there, but I arrived at this camping ground near the Balansol. And after arriving here and trying to check in, the owner just told me, okay, it's a nude camping ground, which I had no idea about. And apparently she saw me that I don't want to be naked and told me there's a normal camping ground just 8 kilometers away. And I checked on Google, it was 8 kilometers backwards, and it would take me at least 45 minutes to ride to that place with a lot of climbing. And so I was just sat in front of the camping ground and thinking about what I could do. So first going back and start climbing, going to that normal camping ground, and get my finger crossed to and get my finger crossed to hope there's another place left in that ground. And secondly, checking in a hotel, which is again all over 100 euros. And the third option is just be naked and sleep here. Yeah, so after like 10 minutes, I just said, "Fuck it, let's just do this." I mean, it's not strange for me to get to stay in a nude camping ground or like doing a sauna, but I don't think after so many years living in Germany I have ever done that. But anyway, there's a first time for everything, and getting new experience is basically one of the most important reasons why I'm doing this trip, or doing most of the things in my life actually. And so I just get in there and took a shower, ate some dinner, which has the ratatouille. What a surprise, right? In Provence, the ratatouille as a side dish, which is not on the menu, and quite satisfying. And I would give that ratatouille a 8.5 out of 10. It's really, really delicious. So today, I mean, it's still early. I think it's 7 a.m. Everyone in the camping ground is still sleeping. So I'm able to shoot this vlog. I mean, I don't want to do so much blur in the post production when I'm shooting so many naked body right now. So yeah, today the goal is first going to Valenzol, climb a little bit to the city and trying to find the lavender field. And that's the reason why I'm still here. I'm waiting for the sun to rise up. See, it's right over there. Because yesterday I've already seen one of a small lavender field, and without the sunlight it just looks ugly. It's kind of like black instead of purple. So when the sunlight is, oh, there's so many bugs. So when the sun is up, I think the lavender field is gonna look much better. And so probably spend 2-3 hours in the Valenzol getting some real breakfast and taking some pictures, just hanging around, and then climbing one more mountains. I think it should be the last one, or at least the last big one in this whole trip. It was 8 miles, and about 11,000 feet. That's about 350 meters in 12-13 kilometers, and pure climbing. So after that, it's all downhill to the Avignon, and over there I have already booked the hostel yesterday, so I can just take some proper sleep and getting my kids washed, and yeah, that's it. See you guys later. It's almost 3 p.m. now, and that's after the camping ground. I climbed about 300-meter tall mountain, and after that, I thought it was all downhill for the rest of the day. I mean, it is, but oh my god, there were still other issues other than going upwards. I mean, first, it was the hot feet. It's getting worse and worse, and I have to think of some solution as soon as possible. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna able to ride again tomorrow. So it's either take a whole day break tomorrow and just stay in Avignon, or take aspirin. I hope that's gonna release the pain, but how much, I'm not so sure. So the other issue is the heat. You can see right now I'm staying in the shadow, and I have here the perfect street for bike. I have here the perfect street for the bike. I mean, I've already been riding this for over 10 kilometers now, and it just keeps going. I'm not sure how long it is exactly. It would be perfect if it wasn't 38.4 degrees. Oh my god, that's just... Let me show you on my Garmin. Okay, I've been staying in the shadow for a little while now. It shows 36 degrees, but when I'm going back into the sunlight, it turns back to 38 or even 39 degrees. I'm short on water, and with the heat, when I'm riding in the sun, so when I'm riding in the sun, I can't do over 200 watts, which is a big issue. I still got about 50 kilometers left, and it's not gonna be cooler until 6 p.m. and there's nothing I can do. So it's either stay here for 3-4 hours or just keep riding. And no matter how slow it is, this 50k, there's no climbing. Maybe I can just do 20k per hour and doing multiple breaks. So maybe on average 15. Then after 3 hours, I'm in the hostel with the air condition and the cold water shower. Yeah, have to go now.